Hey there, my name's Vee and welcome to my channel. So for today, I'm gonna be doing something a little different. I'm gonna do a little baking and crafting video. Yeah, so in a couple of days, it's my friend Beth's birthday. It's my best friend Beth's birthday. And I don't think we're gonna be able to celebrate together because we're in the middle of a lockdown, but I'm gonna try to do something nice to celebrate the occasion. So I'm gonna be baking a few little cakes to deliver, and I'm gonna be doing an embroidery. So if you like baking and crafting videos, that's what's in store. The cake is not gonna be anything too fancy. It is literally a generic cake mix, gluten-free. But I am going to be making some lemon curd, which is a favorite of Beth and mine. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to be doing some decorating that I haven't figured out yet. But stay tuned for that if you're into it. It'll be fun. Oh, hey friends. It's the next day and I finished making my cake and lemon curd yesterday. Today, I was gonna make the frosting and start decorating them, but when I looked at my fridge space yesterday, when I was trying to cram all that stuff in there, I thought maybe it would be wiser to frost everything tomorrow on the day that I'm delivering them. And instead today I'm gonna switch gears and I'm gonna work on Beth's birthday present, which is going to be an embroidery, as you know. Yeah, I kind of felt like with a cake, you could probably rush it and it would look okay and taste good. But with an embroidery, if it's literally half done, that's about, I mean, it's hard to rush that. So I think this is a great order of two things. Oh, get out here. Surprise. So this morning what I did was I sketched out this little embroidery pattern. This is just a very rough sketch. I did it on Procreate so that I could manipulate it a little bit more. I'm not great at hand lettering. It's definitely, I don't know, I'd like to get better at it, but I thought if I did it on my iPad, I could just push things around a little bit more and use less paper basically. I do have to get this onto my fabric and I still need to clean it up a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. Oh, should I talk about this? So right now I just have a rough sketch of what the embroidery will be. It says, we just have to get through today and tomorrow and then the rest of our lives, which is, it's like something that Beth and I quote to each other all the time. It's something that her mom said when they were going through a really rough patch after Beth's dad passed away. One of those like shining moments that you can take out of a really bad situation. So it's just something that we say when we want to laugh about how bad things are, basically, which is probably something that a lot of people can relate to at this point in the state of the world. So hopefully that's not too depressing for people, but we enjoy it, and I relate very heavily to this phrase. So yeah, I'm gonna be working on this today and getting it, I just need to clean it up a little bit more and make sure all the letters are spaced out so you can read it really easily. And I think that's gonna really clean things up. Because I'm not getting to the store very often, I had to sacrifice an old embroidery. So this is like a unicorn embroidery that I did maybe like 5 to 7 years ago, I would say. And it's super cute, but you know, like I tried to sell it when I was selling embroidery, and I put it on sale and it just never went. So I think I'll probably eventually like put it onto a felt backing and make it into a patch, which I think could be really cute. And maybe this bottom part even, like it could be 2 patches. But yeah, it had to, I didn't have any other embroidery hoops, so it had to go. Oh well, that's life. I have a few different fabrics I'll show you that I'm thinking about using. I'm just gonna use like a white thread, I think, for the lettering. I don't want it, I'm still kind of thinking it over, but I thought maybe some of this vintage fabric could be really great. Or I do just have this nice teal sort of turquoise color, aqua, I don't know, what do you call it? So I could just use this and keep it really, really simple, but I'm gonna decide that after I finish cleaning up my drawing. Yeah, so I do really like this fabric, but since I'm planning on using white thread, I kind of feel like it's gonna get lost and maybe it's a little bit too busy. So let's just focus on these 2. That's a really nice teal, turquoise, aqua, what are we calling it? Robin's egg, Tiffany blue. What's that color? This one, I think since the white is so, yeah, it's not a really big part of the pattern, I could actually use this. But I do really like this fabric, and I hate cutting things up, so maybe I should just hold on to this. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna go with this color actually, and I think that's gonna look really nice, right? And maybe I'll actually tie in a few extra colors of embroidery thread to do a little bit more interesting stuff on it. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that, and I think I feel pretty happy with that because I actually originally bought this fabric to make embroideries, so perfect. It's just fulfilling its purpose. So here we go.
have to think. You have to put on the first layer and then wait for it to dry. Put on the second layer, wait for it to dry. And then start painting the details, wait for that to dry so that you don't smudge anything. And then you go in with like the most footage I've ever had for a video before. I think this video took me 2 days.
Oh, hey friends. So it is Beth's birthday and I am getting very close to finished. I literally worked all night on that embroidery and then I got up in the morning and I finished it. Man, I forgot how tricky chain stitches are. I really, I used to do so much embroidery and then I was like, oh, I can do this so easy. I really had to frig with that, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. Oh, I got it. Ta-da! Here it is. Yeah, these little tiny chain stitches, oh my gosh, so tricky. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I just went really slow and I definitely had to pull a bunch out and redo it, but it's good and I'm glad and I'm really happy with how it turned out. The back is a bit of a mess, but we just will look out there. So I just got back from the store. I had to buy icing sugar because I thought I had tons of icing sugar. I had 3 bags of cornstarch. I don't know. I have no idea what that's doing in my cupboard, but it's not icing sugar. Anyway, so now I need to whip up some frosting, making cream cheese frosting, and then I've actually got to assemble these cakes and I only have a couple hours to do it, so I'm gonna get going now. So yeah, I broke my mixer. It's making a terrible sound. But we're pretty much done the icing, although I did manage to spill all of my new icing sugar that I just bought. Just another birthday. So these little cakes are done. They're a little slapdash, but you know what? They're gonna taste great. So I'm pretty excited. I'm very excited and nervous to deliver these. I have a fear of dropping cakes. Maybe you do as well. So we'll see. We'll see how clumsy I am today. I'm gonna be careful. And they are tiny. It's not like a layer cake. Anyway, let's just hope that one of them doesn't end up trifle on the way to their destinations. But yeah, pretty good for a few days work. Thank you so much for joining me on this baking, crafting extravaganza. I hope you've enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. Hopefully I'll be doing a few more of these things. I do have a couple of things scheming, but we'll see how things go. Thanks so much for watching again. I guess I'll just end with happy birthday, Beth. I love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.